Just dropped off my car, get it serviced. Hey, what the hell is the standard American diet? Everybody talks about the SAD. It's also talked about in England as the standard UK diet. What the hell is that? The stereotype is that we eat breakfast and lunch and dinner at McDonald's. That's what people actually think. Now, that may be true. Some people may do that, but just to give you an idea, America's a big place. But my little town is about 4 miles long, 1.5 miles in width. We have so many fast food restaurants. We've got 3 McDonald's, 2 Taco Bells, about 5 Panda Expresses, 2 Wendy's, and we're not talking about just the Chipotle's and I think 2 Burger Kings. And that's in just our little town. Now, these businesses would not exist unless we were frequenting them. So clearly we're eating too much fast food. Now, America is, like I said, is a big place. So the people that in New York, they eat differently than we do in California. People in Idaho or Alaska eat differently. But do they? There is no standard American diet. That would be like saying the average French person eats a croissant for breakfast and snails for dinner. Or an Italian eats a panini for lunch and spaghetti for dinner. Or a Belgian just eats other cyclists for breakfast. It's not so easy to stereotype. But I'm going to give you the stereotype. The average American eats bacon and eggs with hash browns and orange juice for breakfast. Then, for lunch, let's pretend that they take their lunch to work. They're going to eat probably a ham sandwich on Wonder Bread with Kraft mayonnaise and some Doritos and maybe some Oreos for dessert. For dinner, they will probably have fast food or a home-cooked meal, which means spaghetti and ragu sauce. Now, clearly, that is not the healthiest of diets. This is why that when a person goes vegan or goes carnivore or goes keto or ketovore, or if they change to a zone diet, an Atkins diet, any diet for that matter, they always improve. Because one of the key things that happens when someone changes their diet is they stop eating processed foods. They stopped eating things with a lot of bad oils in them. This is important. And the reason why is because there's all this infighting on the internet about which diet is best and which food is bad. Hell, man, I can make a video about carrots and I will get more negative comments than positive ones because carrots are a root vegetable and vegetables are bad because they can't run away from us. They have lectins, they have poisons, the soil isn't as good as it once was. Carrots have too many carbohydrates, as if you were going to get fat on carrots. But then the glycemic index people get all upset about carrots. It really is kind of insane. The point is that anything other than this standard American diet is probably going to help you tremendously. The most fascinating thing is that all these diets are more similar than they are different. In other words, I don't care if you eat a steak once a day or nothing but vegetables. The reality is that you are not eating crappy food. And that's the key. So rather than worrying about which diet you are going to choose for yourself, it would be better to simply just stay away from highly processed foods, meaning stuff that took a lot of people and a lot of chemists and a lot of scientists to make so that it has a high shelf life. That is the key. But I'm willing to bet that the average person in Idaho is eating differently than the average person in New York, because America is about the size of the entire Western Europe in terms of distance. Am I wrong? Do you think the standard American diet is something different than I described? Let me know in the comments section. Also, if you'd like help lowering your blood pressure, then click this video right here, and that will help you. It'll get you started in getting your blood pressure to go down naturally.